Good evening, Renata. There really is just something for everyone here at this new playground. And it wouldn't all be possible without the community right here in Elmira. Good evening, Nick. It is a beautiful night here at Eldridge Park. The park officially opened at 5, which means it is time for some mini golf, which you can enjoy this weekend. Now, once you're done mini golfing or you want to check out the water, officially now you can head over to the lake right here in Eldridge Park and hop on one of their boats. The park, again, opened at 5, and we were able to see one of the first boats take off from their little marina over here, and people have been in and out just enjoying this beautiful weather. But for those who aren't really interested in getting on the boat, but you want to stay close to the water, you are able to come and go fishing or just enjoy seeing all of the geese, the ducks, everything going on here. Now, if you aren't able to make it out tonight, the park will reopen tomorrow from noon to 9 and then Sunday noon to 8. And they are having some specials at their creamery here, along with being able to check out their gift shop and just grab a bite to eat and enjoy this 4th of July weekend. There's so much to do, and Eldridge Park is definitely a great place to come and check out, enjoy some time with the family, and just be able to enjoy the outside and get a few games of golf in. Reporting live in Elmira, Christina Episcopo, WENY News. So right now we're waiting in line to get our COVID-19 test taken. They have you park your car anytime you're stopped, hand you an information sheet, check in, and then you get ready to go take your COVID-19 test, which I'll be showing you. After being checked in, you are asked to pull ahead, park your car, roll down your window, and pull your mask below your nose. I suggest taking a deep breath in and then out, as it's going to sting a little bit. But in less than 10 seconds, you're done. All right, so I just got my COVID test done. It did not feel the best, but I will say that it was just a little pinch in the back of the nose, and then it was done rather quickly.
Actually continuing our coverage of the march today, WENY's Christina Episcopo is live in front of Elmira City Hall and has a reaction from some of those young protesters. Christina?
Today I spoke with some of the younger generation who attended today's march to find out why it was so crucial to them to be a part of this historic day in Elmira.
Because George Floyd deserves to be alive right now. None of this had to happen. But instead, people want to take matters into their own hand when nothing should have happened like this.
Throughout the day, you could hear powerful statements calling for change and to have their voices heard.
Don't move! I can't breathe! Don't move! I can't breathe!
We may be a small town, but we are mighty, and we want our voices to be heard, and we want the big people to know that we want change.
Neosha told me she brought her daughter with her today so they could both be a part of history.
I want to see us come together more like this. I was just talking to one of the other people here, and I was saying I've never seen us come together like this, and I think it's a beautiful thing, and I feel like we all should protect each other and make sure that we're all doing the right thing.
During the week, some Elmira community members told WENY News they would have loved to take part in today's march, but due to their age and COVID-19, they chose to stay home. So Neosha says she is honored to not only be there for her and her daughter, but for those who were unable to participate today.
You read about the big heroes from our past, our ancestors, and to finally be a part of something that they did, even though we want it to finally end, but to be in their shoes it's just an amazing feeling.
And to help with today's march, the Elmira Police Department and the Chemung County Sheriffs participated by helping block off the streets to make sure these protesters were able to have a safe march. Reporting live in Elmira, Christina Episcopo, WENY News. Sounds of fire alarms ringing could be heard throughout the air this morning as the fire recruits finally got to put all of their training to the test.
It feels really good today to actually get some hands-on time to be able to put all of our skill sets together. We spent a lot of time working on individual skills, working on advancing hose lines and entering buildings and searching for victims. So today is where everything comes together.
This class was scheduled to graduate in May, but COVID-19 caused plans to shift around.
This class that we're watching right now is a class that started in February, and we're due to graduate in late May. However, in mid-March, we paused, like most people did in New York State, to try and prevent the spread of the COVID virus.
After months of uncertainty, the Academy was finally able to get a plan in place so their recruits could finish their 11-week course.
We've made a lot of adaptations to the fire academy, eating schedules, limiting the other classes that are going on. So we shut down almost all our classes except for this class and a fire officer class that are going on right now, because those are our core classes that we're trying to get through right now to make it safer.
Recruits told WENY News after all of the time spent learning online, they were happy it came together so well in the field.
So it just goes to show that with all that hard training and work together, that the communication and the skills are paying off.
The state fire administrator told WENY News from his outside perspective on the ground, this group of recruits did great working together as a team. Reporting in Montour Falls, Christina Episcopo, WENY News. The Chemung County Health Department worked quickly to get this drive-through testing location up and going over the weekend to have it ready for today as cases continue to go up.
It's no secret that we've seen a substantial uptick in positive cases since Labor Day.
The increase comes after a cluster of COVID-19 cases at the Lighthouse Baptist Church in Horseheads.
Really, we're seeing people associated who don't attend the church. So we're seeing community transmission.
To try to slow down the spread and get a better count, the health department is encouraging Chemung County residents to pre-register and get tested. So I did exactly that for the safety of my family, friends, and coworkers. So right now we're waiting in line to get our COVID-19 tests taken. They have you park your car anytime you're stopped, hand you an information sheet, check in, and then you get ready to go take your COVID-19 test, which I'll be showing you. After being checked in, you are asked to pull ahead, park your car, roll down your window, and pull your mask below your nose. I suggest taking a deep breath in and then out, as it's going to sting a little bit. But in less than 10 seconds, you're done. All right, so I just got my COVID test done. It did not feel the best, but I will say that it was just a little pinch in the back of the nose, and then it was done rather quickly. And within 2 to 4 days, I'll get my results.
The Chemung County Health Department will contact all the positives. The State Department of Health will contact all the negatives.
Pre-registration is now full, and Director Bozzetti said they are working to learn if they will be able to offer more of these drive-through testing sites in the near future. For all of your COVID-19 updates, you can head over to WENY.com. Reporting in Chemung County, Christina Episcopo, WENY News. Good evening, Nick. I am here at Bradley Farms where the owner, Dan Hurley, told me they just started setting up their fall attractions early this morning. Now, one of the things they actually just started setting up and picking was their pumpkins for the year. Now, Dan told me that the reason they hadn't started picking pumpkins yet is because he tries to wait until about after Labor Day. That way they stay fresh for longer. And I'm going to step out of the frame a little bit so you can see all of the pumpkins that they harvested early this morning. But the pumpkins you see are just a few of the babies. There are plenty more out front, and they are in all different shapes and sizes. Now, one of the hot topics about Bradley Farms this year is that they have had to limit a few of their attractions due to the pandemic. And as you can see, there is not a whole lot going on just yet. And again, that's because they did just start setting up, but they have had to cancel their Fright Nights here at Bradley Farms. Now, what they have added is a few different attractions along with their different displays with pumpkins, little things for kids and families here and there. But something cool I really want to show you is going to be right over here. Now, it is one of the brand new attractions that they brought to Bradley Farms, and it is actually a tennis ball cannon. And so what a family can do is they can take and they can rent a basket of balls, and then they have the option to be given a glove. And I'm going to demonstrate this. Now, this is only about my second or third time doing this. You load the ball right up into here. You have to do a really hard pull on this right here, push it back in, and then you're going to take and aim this and then fire it. And one of the cool things that Dan Hurley, the owner of Bradley Farms, told me is during the daytime, it is a whole lot of fun. But what's really cool is at night, when the sky is a lot darker, they turn on black lights, which will make it so much cooler for the balls and everything else. Now, make sure you do tune into WENY News at 6 o'clock, where I will give you a more in-depth piece about what you can expect to see at Bradley Farms this fall. Until then, reporting live in Southport, Christina Episcopo, WENY News. If you plan on heading out onto any of the beautiful Finger Lakes this weekend, it's important to know exactly how many life jackets you need to have on board with you and all of the safety rules and regulations.
Make sure your life jackets are not just underneath the seats and on the boat. Make sure you know where they are and all the passengers on your boat know where they are. That is a big safety issue. If you're on a boat but don't know where your safety lifelines are, that is a huge safety factor.
There are different laws regarding when life jackets need to be worn, depending on the vessel and the age of the person.
Yeah, life jackets are mandatory for anybody on a jet ski regardless of age, anybody 12 and under on regular boats. And you have to have at least one life jacket per person per boat.
Schuyler County Sheriff's Deputy James Spencer tells WENY News they have seen a problem with frequent littering and want to remind the public the lake is not a trash can.
You have to treat it like it is your own residence. If you don't want someone throwing on your floor, you shouldn't do it to Seneca Lake because it does wash up to people's property and our animals could potentially get harmed by that.
Overall, Deputy Spencer says safety is the #1 priority, not only this weekend, but anytime you are on the water.
Yeah, make sure you are practicing safe boating at all times. Make sure you are staying a decent distance away from the shoreline because there are people that are swimming from their docks. It's just not boats out there.
To learn more about boating safety, rules, and regulations, you can head over to our website at WENY.com and click on this story. Reporting in Watkins Glen, Christina, Episcopo, WENY News. It is going to be a beautiful weekend to hit the open road or the open road course. Here at Watkins Glen International, it is Victory Lap weekend where you can take your personal car out on WGI's road course track.
For 3 days, it's just a chance for anyone to drive their personal vehicle, $25, and it all goes to our race foundation. So
Michael Garner, Public Relations Manager for WGI, says this summer has been a bummer, especially for WGI. So him and the rest of the staff were happy to finally be able to host an event.
as our season was sort of rolling along and certain events were getting postponed or canceled, we still wanted to find a way to do something at the track to host fans.
I had the opportunity to hop into the WGI pace car to get a first-hand look at what it is like to drive around the road course, and it was breathtaking. After my 3 laps around, I hopped out and caught up with a fan who took the day off and drove in from Rochester and said it was completely worth it.
I just want to keep doing it over and over again. I'm playing hooky from work, so I want 8 hours of this.
Henry let me hop into his Porsche with him, and we did 3 more laps and got up to over 100 miles per hour. And if you need any more convincing, Henry says it's a feeling like no other.
For like a few minutes or a few seconds, you feel like you're really a race car person.
If you weren't able to make it out today, or you'd like to learn more information about Victory Lap Weekend, you can head to our website at WENY.com and click on this story to learn more and purchase your advance ticket. Reporting in Watkins Glen, Christina Episcopo, WENY News.
Well, just a few more details to iron out. The Ernie Davis Park Playground is close to being finished and ready for children and families to enjoy. WENY's Christina Episcopo is live at the playground tonight after speaking with the project coordinator, who says she's excited to finish this project for her community. Christina.
Good evening, Renata. There really is just something for everyone here at this new playground. And it wouldn't all be possible without the community right here in Elmira.
We are right now in the final touches, just getting everything pulled together. The volunteers were absolutely amazing. We could have never pulled this off without the help from so many volunteers, so many sponsors. It's been just incredible.
Sowers told WENY News while preparing to open the park, they have taken COVID-19 into consideration. Elmira's ground crews sanitizes the city's open parks every morning and will be adding this one to their schedule.
This will be a little more work for them, I think, just because there are so many intricate little parts within this playground. It is a little bit larger. They're still on board to do that.
She hopes this park will bring joy to all of the kids and families here in Elmira and even possibly spark new friendships between kids from all around the area.
Once children do get to see there's something different here, they may, you might have a 10-year-old coming from West Elmira or South Side area or Horseheads, coming here, but then you might have a child walking from, 3 blocks away, and they could bond a friendship there,
Even though the park is almost done, Sowers told WENY News she won't be excited until the park is officially open.
Once the first child gets to go down the slide, swing on the swing, then I think the emotions will come out.
The community will have to wait just a few more weeks before they can rush to those slides, but we're told it will be worth the wait. Reporting live in Elmira, Christina, Episcopo, WENY News.